Welcome back. Now with our second topic, and now we're discussing that the Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli have inspected and made an inspection tour in St. Catherine in the Great Revelation or Al-Tagali Al-Azam area in St. Catherine, and also he visited the airport of St. Catherine, and he followed up on the developmental work and projects that is taking place there. To shed more light, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone Dr. Yehia Abdel Qader, the Tourism Ministry Councillor. Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Emma. How are you?
Dr. Abdel Qader, how do you see the importance of the inspection tour that was by the Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli to follow up on the project development work taking place in Al-Tagali Al-Azam area or the Great Revelation?
Well, really, Dr. Madbouli is dedicating a significant amount, of various strategies to develop tourism all over Egypt, from the Grand Egyptian Museum to Luxor, Aswan, Red Sea Resorts, and Southern Sinai, where is located the Mount Sinai and the St. Catherine Monastery. Last week, he met a delegation of businessmen who are interested to develop the site over there, to develop tourist facilities, residential area for the population, and upgrade the status of the whole area, and make it, accommodate religious tourism, that hundreds of thousands every year that they come to visit the Mount Sinai and the site of St. Catherine, and as well as there are plans to upgrade the status of St. Catherine Airport to become an international.
Yes, so Dr. Abdel Qader, how would the area now after or St. Catherine after the developmental projects there would change the map of the tourism in Egypt and would attract more tourists to the place?
Well, of course, there has been work over the past 5 years, and that is going to create more demand for religious tourism, like international inflows coming from Asia, from Europe, from Africa. So this is even, part of the landscape of Egypt, when Prophet Moses, went from Midian to Mount Sinai, and then went to Egypt, and then the Passover, and he received the Ten Commandments. So it's a very, significant religious site in Egypt to complement, the journey and the voyage of the Holy Family to Egypt, and, other monotheists, religions and the denomination, coming to Egypt all over history. So this is going to create more demand, and especially with the meeting of Prime Minister with the foreign delegations who are having, a significant budget to develop the region over there.
Yes, so Dr. Abdel Qader, what are the activities or the kind of tourism that is going to be in the St. Catherine? For example, it's of course a religious tourism, and also the safari, and also the mountains. Give us an idea about the activities there.
Well, the area as well, it's famous, for its herbal medicines, and the Bedouin life, which has been there, for the past 2,000 to 3,000 years. So we're trying to keep, the environment and the climate over there, not to be, modernized, because this is the nature of this holistic religious site that international visitors from, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam love to go and, experience, the spiritual values, of the events that happened 3,000 years ago. So there's a great demand for that area. And of course, there is the regular, tours that can be done by visitors, we have the beaches, we have the resorts, and we have the religious sites as well.
Yes, Dr. Abdel Qader, the site, the St. Catherine project, Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli said that the project adheres to the UNESCO standards, as the area is registered in the World Heritage Site and a natural reserve according to the Egyptian law. how did you see his statements?
Well, of course, like Egypt, like as one of the top heritage civilization archaeological sites worldwide, and with all the regulations, like of the UNESCO and World Heritage associations, councils worldwide. So the St. Catherine Monastery, for example, it has hundreds, thousands of manuscripts in Greek and Latin, and it has some rare collections of Arabic versions as well. So it's a very prestigious location to be visited, and I've been there myself by Egyptians, by Arabs, by international visitors who come every year to experience the holistic, like and the Sufi spiritual presence while being there in this very sacred and like special location for mankind over there.
Yes, Dr. Abdel Qader, also the hotels there and the airport is abiding by being an eco-friendly place. So give us an idea about this.
Well, definitely, because, like this place has a historical background of this 4,000 years ago. So it's not going to be developed, like, as like the lush, for example, resorts in Alamein or Qader or Sharm el-Sheikh, because it has a spiritual value, like the holistic, like ambience and atmosphere being there, and it's a place of worship. And this is where the first, like monotheist religion, Judaism, received, like the Ten Commandments over there. So it's a holy site. That's why the development of the facilities have to be eco-friendly and not to damage the environment or the local over there.
Yes, also, Dr. Abdel Qader, St. Catherine also is a station also after the Egypt have been reviving the path of the Holy Family.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, the Holy Family, like they didn't cross over there. The 25 destinations that they went through when we spent over 3 years, like in Egypt, flying from, like the tyranny of the ruler in Palestine by the time. But it goes, like further than that when, like Prophet Moses, he left Egypt and he lived like around 10 years in Madian, and then we're crossing over, coming back to Egypt, where, like he was attracted by the pushing fire coming from the tree, and then the Lord, like revealed himself and asked him to go to Egypt and escorted the Israelites on the bus over, like to Palestine again. So really, this is a historical and spiritual and holistic location for all religions worldwide. That's why we have international inflows around the clock to Mount Sinai, St. Catherine, and Southern Sinai.
Yes. Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Dr. Yehia Abdel Qader, the Tourism Ministry Counselor. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, we come to the end of this episode of our program, The Breakfast Show. My name is Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.